Hello lovelies, and welcome back to my channel, Sunflowers and Moonbeams. It's Brandy, and today I'm going to go over just a little comparison video for Push Kitties, the Little Wizards Tarot, the original full-size edition. Now this is currently out of stock on her website, and the last time I saw it, she did have it listed as out of print. And when I went to check for it again today, it's not even on there. Like, the full size is not even on there. So I'm sorry for teasing you if you don't have this deck already. But for those of you who wanted this deck or have this deck already, I do have the miniature version that I'm going to show you and compare, so that you can decide whether or not you want to get the mini to add to your collection. And I keep mine in this little pouch that I made, that I crocheted, and this is the mini version. I also keep it in here with this cute, adorable little oracle deck. I'm going to show you this real quick just because I use this deck with the Little Wizards Tarot. It is a Harry Potter themed oracle, and it is from a seller on Etsy called SchoolOfMagicArt, and she calls it the Magic Deck. And she makes this, she's from Albania, so this came from there, and she makes these handmade to order. Okay, and it looks to me like the cardstock is, it reminds me of like watercolor cards, like watercolor paper, like watercolor cardstock. And I think it's because she actually hand paints with watercolor on the cards. They're handmade to order. They are a pocket size little oracle. There are 40 cards in here, I believe. And it is an intuitive deck, so there's no guidebook. And it also doesn't come in a box because, like I said, she hand makes every single one of these cards when you order it. So it does take a little bit of time to get to you, but not a lot. I didn't have to wait very long. And this is the only Harry Potter themed oracle I have ever come across. Of course, if you've seen a Harry Potter themed oracle, do let me know. But I just thought this was the cutest thing. It is a little bit pricey, but considering that she makes it, you know, handmade to order and paints them and everything individually herself, then I can kind of understand that. But it's super cute, Harry Potter themed oracle. And because, of course, I am a huge fan of the story and I love it, then I don't have any trouble reading these intuitively or reading the messages, what it's trying to get across to me. It doesn't bother me that there's no guidebook, and since I keep it together in my little handmade pouch with the mini Little Wizards Tarot, it really doesn't bother me that it doesn't come with a box or a bag or anything either. So that's just something for you to keep in mind before you purchase this. I will link her Etsy shop down below if you want to go check it out. But this is super cute. I loved it. And I like how it's a similar size to my mini deck, which I have started using as my primary Little Wizards Tarot, just because the whole purpose of me getting a second one is because I originally wanted 2 of the full size, because I use my Little Wizards Tarot very often and I didn't want to mess it up, so I wanted to get a backup copy. But when I went to check, she didn't have any available, so I had to get the Little Wizards mini edition, and I ain't mad at it, okay? So the full-size edition comes in this awesome, sturdy little magnetic flip box. This one also does not come, there's her information if you want to see it. This one also does not come with a guidebook, but it is RWS based. So if you know the RWS system, or even if you know the Harry Potter story, you will not really need a guidebook, in my opinion. And the edges on the full-size edition are purple, and the camera doesn't really pick it up very well, but in person, the purple edging has like a shimmer to it, like a glittery, sparkly silver shimmer. It's very pretty. I don't know what GSM this cardstock is. I tried to look it up earlier, but like I said, this is no longer listed on her website, so I couldn't find it. But it's very pleasant to shuffle. It's very pleasant to the touch. It's matte. It's kind of like a rose petal-y, I think, feeling type of finish. And it's quite a bit different than the mini. So the mini comes in this little bitty tuck box, and the mini edition has 90 cards. So it has, I think this one has like, I want to say 79 cards, because I think there's an extra card in this one. And this one though has 90, so there's 11 alternate cards in the mini edition, and it does not come edged, it's just plain. And the cardstock is quite a bit different. It's not, I mean, it's kind of like plain card, you know what I mean? And it is more of a shinier finish. Like, it's not the same rose petal-y type finish. Like, this is kind of slick, but this feels more rose petal-y. So there is a difference in the cardstock, and the backs are the same, as you can see. So basically, now that I got all the technical stuff out of the way, I'm just gonna flip through so that you can see the differences in the cards themselves, and the extra cards that's in the mini, that's not in the full size. So we have here, the full is the same. Magician is the same. Professor Trelawney as the High Priestess, the same. Now here you have two chariots. So we have the original chariot over here, you still have it, but then in the mini edition you also have this version of the chariot where they're getting chased by the Hogwarts Express, and I love that. Now, of course, with all these alternate cards, you can choose to pick which ones you want to leave in your deck and keep the rest in the box or somewhere else, obviously. I like to leave them all in because I feel like I get different messages depending on the scene that's being portrayed. So I just leave all of them in. I just play with all of them. So here we are with the strength card. Let's see. Okay, threw me off. We have two justices, and this is really funny actually. We have the same justice here, and then right here we have the justice where that horrid woman, Dolores Umbridge, gets carried off. And I love that. That is most definitely justice. So that is another alternate card. These are slippery, obviously, because they're not as matte as the full size. I love Dobby here as the world. And now that is it for the major arcana, and now we're entering into the wand suit. There is an extra 5 of Wands, so we have this one, which is the same as the one in the original deck, and then you also have this option in the mini. I'll show that again up close so you can see it better. We also have an extra 6 of Wands, so this is the one that's in the original right here. And then we have this option for the 6 of Wands also. And you also have an extra 7 of Wands, so this is the one in the original. And this is the alternate 7 of Wands. You have 2 Page of Wands and the mini edition. So you have this version and this version, which this one makes me giggle. Then we have Harry as our Knight of Wands. Suit. This one's so sad. You also have 2 Pages of Cups, so this is the one in the original edition, and this is the alternate that's available in the mini edition. And here is the Knight that's in the original edition, Knight of Cups. And then you have an alternate Knight of Cups in the mini. Queens are the same. Kings are the same. And now we're in the Suit of Swords. You also have an alternate Six of Swords available in the miniature. This is the one from the original, and this is the alternate in the mini. Now in both of these you have alternate Eight of Swords. So you have alternates. This I think is the only alternate in the original, is this one. So here is one option that you get. And then here is the second. You also have an alternate Nine of Swords. So this is in the original, and this one is the alternate. I think she did such a great job picking out the scenes and the characters to represent these cards. Really phenomenal. It's one of my favorite decks ever to read with, especially for connecting to my inner child. Or just for fun. And now we are in the Suit of Pentacles. And in the mini edition, you have this added card, which is Planned Tragedy. So there's 10 alternate cards for the actual RWS system, and then this additional card. So obviously, because of the size, when it comes to shuffling these, you have to approach it a little bit different. So this one, the original, I tend to shuffle the way I usually do, which is riffle and bridge. And it's easy, even though it is a more rose petal matte type finish. I've used it so much that they really don't stick anymore. So if you have that problem, it's probably just going to take some wearing it in to get it to stop. However, obviously, I can shuffle it like this. It does clump up a little bit more this way. It's not my preferred method of shuffling anyway. But since acquiring the mini edition, I have set this one aside to keep it in good condition. And so now when I need to use this deck, I reach for my mini. And because it's so small, I mean, I'm never really, it doesn't really, yeah, it doesn't give me enough. Okay, there we go. You can technically Riffle and Bridget. It's a little bit trickier because there's not a whole lot of card, but it is perfect like hand size, especially if you're like me and you have small hands. So it's super easy for me to shuffle it this way. And because this cardstock is not as sticky, kind of matte as the other one, this one shuffles really well overhand like this. So that is how I would shuffle this one when I reach for this one. And so this one, like I said, is no longer on her website. The last time, well, not the last time, because the last time was this morning, but the time before that when I looked, it said that it was out of stock and out of print. And this morning when I looked, it was not on there at all. The only one on her website now is this little pocket mini edition. Now, she does have this listed on there, I believe, as a limited edition. So again, I don't know how long it's going to last on there. And as for the full size that's out of print, the original, the OG, I don't know if this is going to stay out of print, or if she's going to do a reprint of it possibly in the future. I have no clue. So for those of you that really wanted this and missed out on it, you still have time to get this one if you want it. And for those of you who have this in your collection already and wanted to know what the differences were, I hope this helped. And just for fun, just to show like a little, what it looks like with the little oracle deck I got. I'll just flip through a few of these real quick just to show. I love how the size is so similar. I just love, love, love it. Let's see, let's move them a little bit. There we go. So I just think it's super cute. It's super cute and it reads well for me. And I love supporting, you know, artists, especially ones that create things handmade, and this little oracle deck is handmade. And she states in her Etsy that the support she receives from her deck purchases actually helps pay her rent and groceries and other things like that. So I have no problem getting such a cute deck, handmade with love deck, and helping support someone's livelihood at the same time. So if you are interested in this, I will link her shop in the description box below. But I just wanted to flip through a few of these. Oh my gosh, it's so cute. Just to show you how it goes with it. And she has a card for each of the houses also. I love it. Anyway, I hope that you found this helpful. And please click like if you did. Share it if you know someone that loves Harry Potter and tarot. Leave me a comment down below and let me know if you've heard anything about this coming back at any point in time, or if it's just gone forever. Because that's really kind of heartbreaking. I would still probably buy another full size, to be honest, because I love the full size. But I would rather not tear it up. So this one is the one that I've been using when I need it. Plus, I like how it fits conveniently together in the little baggie that I crocheted for it. So that's pretty much it for this video today, y'all. Thanks so much, and as always, thanks for watching.